Love and light, all you beautiful souls. Once more, my name is Kane, and I'm here to expand your awareness, to bring you knowledge and information that I have learned throughout my life, as well as that which is gifted to me by Source. Why it is you're unintentionally destroying your child's potential for genius. It is not your fault. It is the way society is designed to keep us limited, to keep us narrow-minded, to keep us easily controlled, so that we willingly become another cog in the wheel, another worker bee within the hive. Genius is an intellectual creativity, potential, or other natural abilities. It is your natural self. It is what comes naturally to you that is separate to another. Yes, we can all press buttons. Yes, we can all move wheels. Those of us throughout history, the great minds throughout history that have been genius, have all been creators, whether it's been artistically through paintings or through artwork. Those that invent things, they do so through one thing that the younger generation these days is denied: boredom. When we become bored, when we have nothing externally that is entertaining us, that is distracting us, we go inside and we create within ourselves. We imagine. To be a creator links us to our truest self. It links us to that which we are. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Technology, screens, computers, phones, tablets. It kills me when I see somebody pushing their baby down the road with a tablet strapped to their pushchair. From the moment they're born, they're slapped in front of a screen. Their creativity potential is ripped away from them. They cannot even see the beauty of the world around them because all they can see is that screen. Unknowingly, for what is an easier life, because everybody these days is so stressed through the way the system is designed, and again to control us, that we need those little moments of respite. Yeah, okay, here's a screen, keep quiet, I need to have 5 minutes to do this or to do that, or to be able to just breathe. But by doing that, you're taking away your child's potential for genius. You're taking away your child's potential to create, to imagine something more than they are or that which is in front of them. The great minds through history who have invented this very world we live in have done so because they went inside. They created within themselves that which then became material in the external world. Everything you can see was first a thought before it came into reality. Creativity is our greatest strength. And to deny our children the opportunity to do this is killing humanity. Technology, though it connects us, though it brings us together and allows me to share this message with you, if we are not careful, technology will be the downfall of humanity. Yes, we may become more efficient. Yes, we may be able to manufacture more goods, which we don't really need. At what cost? At the cost of our creative potential, at the cost of our internal creator selves. All great minds throughout history all admit the same thing. the information which they use to create the masterpieces that they do, to invent the world-changing inventions that they have, are not theirs. They did not think of it with their conscious, egotistical thinking mind. It came to them from outside themselves, in those moments of mindless blankness, in the shower, those moments of no mind. That is when the information that I receive comes to me, and that is when the information that the greats throughout history have all admittedly said comes to them. It is not theirs, it's channeled through them. But in order to be able to channel information, we must be open to do so. We must be neutral and clear. We must be open. Look at it like pathways of future potential. Anytime you become bored, you create an alternative reality, an alternative perspective. You imagine something which is not in this physical realm. By doing so, you split your potential. You have two paths of potential information. Every time you get to the point where you become bored and you go back to the same narrow-minded perspective and way of entertaining that part of yourself, keeping that part of yourself subdued. Anytime your child says, I'm bored, and you give them a tablet, you are limiting their potential. Turn on the screen, you are limiting their potential. Yes, they may be learning, but they are not creating. They will never become somebody that can think outside of what they know to be true. They will never be able to think outside the box. You are making sure that they only ever view the box and believe themselves to be within it. When we go into no mind, we can view ourselves as the box, not even just outside it, but as it itself. And when we're the box, we don't have one face of information, one 2D side to that square. We are every face, we are all information. Nothing is limited, nothing is outside of our potential. So, I'm bored. Here you go. That's that same path. You're only creating one pathway of potential for your child. Every time that you put technology in front of them to subdue their creative potential, you are stopping that genius within them having a chance to flourish and grow and become in tune with who they are. When we're bored, as children, we created all sorts of adventures. With one stick, we'd go and battle a dragon and save an empire. That was all created within our mind. That meant it was reality. We created a reality for ourselves. We stepped outside what we could see and perceive with our human senses, and we created an alternative reality. That is aligning yourself with who you are. Nowadays, yes, you can pick up a controller and go and save an empire, but you're not creating that. You are following a scripted story. You're not able to flow and create your own. Life can be seen as a game. The characters we play determine the lives we live and the destinies that we go down. A thought becomes an action taken over enough time becomes a habit. The habits we embody create our characters, and the characters that we play lead us down those paths of destiny towards our final destination. By limiting those pathways, by only ever viewing reality as what you can see and touch and perceive with your human senses, you are killing the creativity within yourselves and passing this on to your children. Anytime you become bored, and you actually sit and create yourself an alternative reality, an alternative perspective, you are defying what it is to understand reality from a human perspective. You are stepping outside of this body and realizing you have the potential to create, that you do create your whole life and all that is within it. Every time that you see an alternative perspective, create an alternative reality, you are creating another pathway of potential. Time and space only exists in relation to one object to another within space. Therefore, every pathway that you create is potential. It links in with the multiverse theory. Every time something major happens, you create a new pathway. Every time you imagine something beyond yourself, you create that potential reality. Because everything exists in this very moment. Because time only exists because of our relationship to it, to another object. Every pathway that you create is not only potential, it is reality. It is a data stream, potential data stream, which you could flow down. But as well as potentially flowing down it, you can receive all information from it. One narrow-minded track of life, through non-existence of creativity, through never allowing your child to become bored and create something more than they are inside themselves, you are limiting them to one path, one field of information. Every time they become bored and create internally something external connecting to everything that exists, you are creating new pathways, new neurological pathways in their brain, new concepts of what is reality, new concepts of what is possible. By limiting someone to a narrow-minded view, they will only ever believe themselves to be able to achieve that within that pathway, within that view, within that box that society tries to keep us trapped within. By realising and thinking outside the box is a step forward. Then comes the conscious knowing you are the box. Nothing is impossible. All you need to do is close your eyes, imagine it so. And you are creating it as reality. Not within this 3D world, not within what we perceive to be solid, which in truth is only energy vibrating at various frequencies which we perceive to be solid, but that which you create internally. It is still reality. What is true to me is my reality. What is true to you may be completely different, based on the same information, yet you create a completely different reality. Please stop putting your children in front of tablets, in front of computer games, in front of phones all the time. Allow them to be bored. My son was very disgruntled this morning when they came around before school and I said, "You're not playing the computer game." He lied there for 40 minutes looking like the world was bending. My younger son, who is more likes to be in nature, we did a few bits. We did the washing, we did a couple of little bits around the house. We made it fun, we made it a game, we created. We played whilst we went about life, instead of being attached to something which is killing that potential for creativity. Please allow your children the potential to become genius. Creativity is genius. A natural ability is genius. Imagination is creation and a natural product. Technology is man-made, it is not natural, and it is limiting your children. It is limiting them within the system that is very, very cleverly created to keep us narrow-minded, to bombard us with images of fear so we're afraid to look outside, as a horse that has his shutters on to keep him focused on where he is going, on the task at hand. You are more than a horse. You are more than a cog in a wheel. You are a creator yourself. Remember and embody this truth, and please allow your children to do the same. It is the children that will decide whether humanity continues or comes to an end. We're at a crucial point along our journey. We cannot continue to rape this planet, or she will get to the point where she can no longer allow us to inhabit her. She will defend herself. We are her children, but she will not go down and die, because her future potential children will not have a home to call home. We will make it. I've seen the future. I've seen the old future and I've seen the new one. The times we live in are exciting. The journey ahead, though long and strenuous, is one full of joy and bliss and learnings. Always learnings. I thank you, as always. I'm supposed to be doing these lives, pitching myself, going, go across to my YouTube channel, sign up to this, sign up to that. I do need to start to do that more, because I do need to start to reach more people and get to the point where, instead of it being 6:15 and being able to quickly get a live in before I go to work, that I could do one every day, that I could create content for you every day. Everything is energy. Money is a form of energy, and I've got to the point where I can accept monetary exchanges for the energy I give out. So, please go across to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Please share this video with anybody it may assist. Together we rise. I am with you now and forever. Until next time.